Hello. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel right here on YouTube, Shirley TV. So, on my previous video, I did talk about Miss, Jeannie Mae Jenkins, Tamara Mowry Housley, and so today I want to talk about Miss Adrienne Houghton. So I'm just doing a little series on brands. Brands. People that have business brands, and I want to talk about their individual personal brands. And so I, in my selections, when I'm talking about brands, these personal brands and these business brands. So in my selections, I want to choose people that are inspirational, enlightening, and I want inspirational, enlightening, people that enlighten me and maybe enlighten you, the world, my followers, my subscribers, my, others that watch my videos. So I just want to pick people that I feel that, or that I know. I want to pick people that I know is an inspiration to me and to you as well. So it don't have to be ladies, it can be gentlemen, it can be men, men, women. So I stick to men and women, men and women. So I just started it, I think about a day or two ago. So I'm, starting with the ladies of the real. We have Miss Jeannie Mae Jenkins, Miss Tamara Mowry Housley, and now I just want to talk a little bit about Miss Adrienne Houghton. So what I want to do is just do a little research so I can find out how they got started in the entertainment business, and in other words, from start to finish, from start to the end. But so I just want to do that, and then so I'm just on my third person. So then next I'll do I have to do Miss Tamar Braxton, Miss Lonnie Love, and then the other young lady, Bouvet. I think her name was Bouvet. I forgot her, I think that's her last name, but I forgot her first name, but I will find out. So there's 3 more to go. So let me get into Miss Adrienne Houghton. So let me get into it. So you see I have this is my, my exercise belt, when I did my workout before I started this video. So check out Miss KiaraTheShade.com. So some great exercise routine on her channel. And so she has like 3 or 4 businesses, and she has products that she does offer on her website, PaigeAndAmari.com, KiaraTheShade.com, and IfYouCanMove.com. So she has, some great exercise routines, because she's a choreographer and a fitness guru, and everything all wrapped up in one. She sings, dances. So check out KiaraTheShade.com. So I like this belt. So I ordered this some time ago, and so I just I did my little workout earlier today. So I just wanted to keep it on. But let me get into Miss Adrienne Houghton. Let me see. So let me start from the beginning. So I just want to sit up on this table. Adrienne Houghton. So Adrienne Houghton, it says Adrienne Houghton is, she was born October 24th, 1983. She is an American television personality, singer, and actress. She is a former member of the girl group 3LW, and the Cheetah Girls. So the Cheetah Girls and 3LW. So I heard a couple of her songs on YouTube, so they sound pretty nice. So I think it was like three young girls in a group. So the songs are pretty nice. So they are on YouTube with some of their, their songs. Ballon, okay, from 2013 to 2022, Ballon was a co-host of the daytime talk show The Real, for which she has since won a Daytime Emmy Award. So I think all the ladies on The Real won a Daytime Emmy Award. Because when I read up on the history of Jeannie Mae Jenkins, soon to be Jeannie Mae, she did have in her research that I found, that she did win an Emmy Award and an NAACP award for I think the best co-host on The Real. Okay, let me keep it moving. Okay, Ballon was a co-host on the daytime show The Real, for which she has since won a Daytime Emmy. In 2022, Ballon Houghton has been co-anchor of the entertainment news show E! News. As an actress, Ballon appeared in the Cheetah Girls films, Coach Carter and All You Got. She has guest starred in numerous television series, including That's So Raven, a role she reprises in the spin-off series Raven's Home. So I didn't see her on That's So Raven. I like that show too, That's So Raven. And the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. In 2013, Ballon became the first Latina host of a daytime talk show in the U.S. So in 2013, Ballon, she became the first Latina host of a daytime talk show in the United States, and that was 2013. She also competed in The Masked Singer in 2019 as a Flamingo, finishing in 3rd place. Life and career. Ballon was born to a Puerto Rican mother, Nilda Alicia, and an Ecuadorian father, Freddie Ballon, on October 24, 1983. She grew up on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Ballon has an older sister, Claudette. She attended PS 110, the Monitor in Brooklyn, and the High School for Health Professions and Human Services, but did not pursue a career in the medical field because of her musical endeavors. Ballon commented, I really wanted to be an obstetrician. I wanted to bring babies into the world. So she wanted to be an obstetrician. Ballon commented, I really wanted to be an obstetrician. I wanted to bring babies into the world. Ballon was discovered by Latin pop singer Ricky Martin in October 1999 while she was performing in a church choir at Madison Square Garden. So that's something good to know. Martin asked for the 4 best singers in the group, and Ballon was one of the 4 elected of Martin to perform as backup singers as part of his Living La Vida Loca tour. So Living La Vida Loca, I think it's a song called Living La Vida Loca. I think it is. So in other words, he picked her for, sing for backup in his tour. It was a concert show later that night. Following the performance, Ballon became a member of the group 3LW, joining Keely Williams and Notori Norton. The other 2 members of the group, Ballon stated that she was spotted by a producer while on a field trip to Beth Israel and was later offered a slot in the female trio. Ballon said, coming from very humble beginnings in the projects of the Lower East Side and not having any Hollywood connections, it did not seem realistic. I sang in church, acted in all the church choir and school plays, so when the opportunity came to join a girl group, I was ready. So she had a lot of offers, opportunities came right, fell into her lap, With the original lineup of 3LW formed, the group was signed to Epic Records and work on their debut album began in 1999. So she signed with Epic Records. Their first single, No More, Baby I'ma Do Right. Yeah, I heard that song on YouTube. That's a very nice song. And that song, it says, Baby I'ma Do Right. It says, Baby I'ma Do Right was released in the fall of 2000. No More was a chart success and was followed by Players Gonna Play. I like that song too. So check out her songs on YouTube. Baby I'ma Do Right, Players Gonna Play. I have listened to both of those songs and they're very nice. In early 2001, so Players Gonna Play, that came out in early 2001. The group's self-titled debut album, 3LW, was released on November 14, 2000. The album went on to be certified platinum by the RIAA, selling 1.3 million copies in the United States. In the summer of 2001, the group embarked on the MTV Total Request live tour along with Destiny's Child, Dream, Nelly Eve, and Jessica Simpson. So it says in the summer of 2001, the group embarked on the MTV Total Request Live. So they were on a show with Destiny's Child, Dream, Nelly Eve, and Jessica Simpson. In 2001, 3LW, that's the name of Adrienne Balon's group, 3LW recorded a song with various artists, including Michael Jackson, Usher, Beyonce, Luther Vandross, Celine Dion, and Mariah Carey in response to the 9/11 attacks called What More Can I Give? In late 2001, they collaborated with Lil Romeo and Nick Cannon for Parents Just Don't Understand on the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius soundtrack. And 3LW. 3LW spent the first half of 2002 in the studio recording an album tentatively titled Same Game, Different Rules. So we have heard that before. Same game, different rules. So that sounds like something that's true, Sometimes we end up playing the same game in life, but different rules. The album and its intended lead single, were presented to the label, who felt it did not have enough urban radio appeal. The tracks from Same Game, Different Rules were leaked to the internet in MP3 format and have been considered dropping the girls. A fan support campaign for 3LW named Never Let Go of 3LW after their song Never Let Go spread to the radio, and the act was retained despite the album loss. Recording a new set of tracks, the group returned in the summer 2002 with the P. Diddy produced single, I Do Wanna Get Close to You, featuring Loon. That same summer, the group performed a concert special on Nickelodeon titled Live on Sunset. By August, the group was set to release its newest LP, A Girl Can Max, when member Naturi Houghton left the group for good due to internal disputes. A Girl Can Max release date was pushed back a month, but sales were still disappointing. So, it was a lot of times you have ups and downs in any profession that we embark on. We will have, ups and downs. Let me see where I stopped. Recording a new set of tracks, the group returned to the summer, right? And they had a song called I Do Wanna Get Close to You, produced by P. Diddy. It said A Girl Can Max release date was pushed back a month, but sales were still disappointing, with it debuting at number 15 on the Billboard 200 and selling 53,000 copies. in the first week, approaching the time that the group was ready to deliver their second album. Norton publicly announced that she was no longer a member of the group. Norton alleged she had a number of conflicts and arguments with Malone, Williams, and their management, which led to a heated altercation in August 2002. Not long after, Norton claimed she had been forced out of the group. So I'm not going to get into that part, so that was just included in the research. But, because a lot of times I think about things, I'm like, I wasn't there, so there's really no need of me expounding on things that I wasn't there, It says the Cheetah Girls and 3LW disbandment and acting career. Williams and Malone continued as a duo while using the 3LW name, causing the press to jokingly refer to them as 2LW. According to a cover story for the October 2002 issue of Sister to Sister magazine, Keeley and Adrienne said they received and that they had some trouble and they had to beef up security. The departure of Maturity greatly affected the group's popularity and album sales. After the second single released from the album, Never Get Enough, underperformed. Auditions were held across the country for a new third member. Jessica Benson made the cut and joined 3LW in early 2003. Without Benson, the group might have had to split due to bankruptcy. Jessica's first performance was on Live with Regis and Kelly, followed by a performance on Soul Train. In the fall of 2003, 3LW departed from Epic, signing with Jermaine Dupri's So label. The group then began working on their fourth studio album. So a lot of times when you're in the music industry, I assume that it's going to be some ups and downs, just like any other career, any other job. Ups and downs, you may have disputes with your, just like, you working for an organization, this company or that company. You may have disputes with your coworkers. You may have disputes with your manager, So I know I was working with, with this company. I guess I was working as a security guard with this particular company, but I got along fairly well with my coworkers. Me and my coworkers got along fairly well, but yes, I really didn't have any, serious issues with managers or nothing like that. But me and my coworkers got along pretty good. But I left the security industry because I wanted to embark on other options, other career moves. You know how it is. Sometimes you be on a job for a while, you're like, this is not for me. I want to embark on something else. So I see Adrienne and them, the Cheetah Girls and 3LW. So they, did this and they did that and was signed to this label and they signed to another label. So they said they were signed to, I think they were working with P. Diddy on the song. Then they started working with Jermaine Dupri. So sometimes it happens like that. But, sometimes you have to move on because things are not working out. And things are not working out in your favor. Sometimes it's best to move on. And because a lot of times when one door closes, another door opens. And sometimes when that next door opens, it's a better door. It's a better door, better opportunity. It says, so while working on the album, both Malone and Williams signed on to star in the Disney Channel film The Cheetah Girls. They starred as two of the four members in the female group, girl group named after the film with Raymond Simone and Sabrina Bryan portraying the other two members. The film was released in August 2003 and was a ratings success. The Cheetah Girls soundtrack debuted at number 33 on the Billboard 200 and was later certified 2 times platinum by the RIAA. Ballon had a supporting role on Disney Channel's That's So Raven, in which she played Alana, a personal enemy of the show's title character. In 2005, she appeared as Dominique in Coach Carter. Her first theoretically release film. So Coach Carter. So I don't think I have seen him before, but I might try to look that up, see if I can find it online. Walt Disney Records soon created a real-life girl group composed of Adrienne, Keely, and Sabrina. So Walt Disney Records, they created a real-life group, and so Adrienne, Keely, and Sabrina were the members of that group. So then we have Raven was offered a spot in the group but declined. Raven was offered a spot in the group but declined. Opting to focus on her solo career and her television series, That's So Raven, the trio began working on their Christmas album. Their first studio album, later revealed to be a Christmas album. The album titled Cheetah-licious Christmas was released that year, and they soon left Walt Disney and signed to Hollywood Records in 2006. So they signed with a lot of different labels, Walt Disney Records, and then Hollywood Records. So I guess you just have to move on. Something's better for you. The album titled Cheetah-licious Christmas was released that year, and they soon left Walt Disney and signed to Hollywood Records in 2006. Ballon then starred in the MTV film All You Got, along with R&B singer Sierra. It was released on DVD in May 2006 and premiered on MTV. So I've never seen that movie either. So there's Ballon and Sierra, R&B singer Sierra, a movie called All You Got. So I'm gonna look that up too. It says the Cheetah Girls later returned to the film to film the sequel, The Cheetah Girls #2. It premiered on August 25th, 2006, and brought a total of 8.1 million viewers, becoming the highest rated Disney Channel original movie and being the premiere of the first of the High School Musical films. The soundtrack was released on August 15, 2006, debuted at number 5 on the charts, and was certified platinum by the end of the year. The Cheetah Girls began work on their second studio album in January 2006. So the Cheetah Girls, their second soundtrack, Struck, considered their most successful single, was their highest peaking single to date, peaking at number 53 on the Billboard charts. Ballon sung lead vocals and ad-libs. Their debut album, TCG, was released on September 25th, 2007, and featured the single Fugo, which charted on Hot Dance Club Plays chart and had its video played in heavy rotation on Disney Channel and MTV TR3s. So this is a long article. I'm not going to read all this. So let me go down here a little bit. It says in 2008, work on the third album. Did I read this? Oh, I didn't read this yet. Work on the third album in Cheetah Girls franchise, titled The Cheetah Girls, One World, were due to begin. According to Disney, the plot would involve the Cheetah Girls going to India to star in a Bollywood production. If the film was shot in India, it premiered to over 6.2 million viewers and reached 7 million viewers in its final half hour. This still failed to meet the ratings of the first two and was the series' lowest rated premiere. In the UK, its premiere night scored 412,000 on Disney Channel UK, making it #1 of the week, and received 182,000 on Disney Channel in the UK, I guess, +1, also #1 on that channel for the week, totaling 594,000. Ballon recorded 2 solo songs for the film soundtrack album, What If and Stand Up. And then it says, in November 2008, Williams confirmed in an interview with In Touch Weekly that the group had officially disbanded to pursue solo careers in both acting and singing. Ballon and Brian later confirmed the statement. As of 2012, the group is still disbanded, though all 3 members have stated they are open to working with one another again. So let me show you a picture of Miss Ballon. So this is This is Miss Adrienne Ballon. Miss Adrienne Ballon. So that's Miss Adrienne Ballon. Yeah, so let me see what else it says about Miss Adrienne Ballon. So that's a nice picture of Miss Adrienne Ballon. Okay, let me see. It says in 2009. So this goes into a personal relationship, so I'm not gonna read that. So on November 1st, 2012, Ballon appeared alongside Jesse Giddings and Jim Cantiello as a co-host of the Pepsi Pre-Show Live, a podcast that was sponsored by Pepsi and broadcast through the X Factor website 1 hour before every episode in the live rounds of the show. Also in 2012, Ballon separated from Island Def Jam due to creative differences. Ballon portrayed Catalina Santiago in the film The Coalition, which was released on DVD and Blu-ray in February 2013. Ballon appeared in the ABC Family Television movie Love Struck, the musical. But she has been in a lot of movies. So I have never seen any of the movies. I think I saw one movie she was in with Ja Rule. I think it was, I forgot the name of that movie. It's a little church girl or something. I think it's something like that. But that was a good movie. I like that movie too. So it says, she appeared in a television movie called Love Struck, the musical, on April 21st, 2013. It showcased Ballon singing the Madonna classic Like a Virgin with Sarah Paxton and Chelsea Kane. Other songs Ballon sang in the film include the song titled Everlasting Love, featuring Paxton, Kane, and Drew Seeley. Ballon starred alongside Ja Rule in the film I'm in Love with a Church Girl. Right, yep, that's the one I was talking about. I'm in Love with a Church Girl. So that was a good movie. I like that movie. Which was released October 2013. So that was 10 years ago. It says, okay, let me see. 2013 until to the present, so present time. The Real, The Masked Singer, and E! News. So it says, from 2013 to 2022, Ballon served as one of the co-hosts on the syndicated daytime talk show, The Real. What? So The Real, so we have Adrienne Ballon, Tamar Braxton, Lonnie Love, Jeannie Mack, and we have, I forgot this. I know her name, but it's kind of hard to pronounce, but I will get to her name. Ballon became the first Latina host of a daytime talk show in the U.S. Ballon and her host won the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show Host. In 2015, she made a cameo on the series Being Mary Jane. I heard about that show before, Being Mary Jane. On November 17, 2017, Ballon released her debut solo album, New Traditions, a Christmas album with both English and Spanish songs. That was 2017. So that was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. So I didn't check that album out because I never even, sometimes if you don't do your research or you're not on TV all the time, checking for certain people, you might not know what they're doing, what they're up to. That's why I decided I wanted to do this little research on, different people that I feel, that I know. I won't say I feel. My teacher always said, don't say you feel, don't say you feel, just say I know. So I wanted to do this research on individuals, people that I know that have been an inspiration to me over the years, and I'm sure they are an inspiration to you as well. Yes, definitely. So when I think about somebody, when I choose, the ones that I know that I know that they are an inspiration to me and others, I don't just look at, how much money they have made. I don't just look at how many albums they put out, or they live in this big house, or they drive a nice car. I mean, I look at that too. That's inspirational as well. but I also look at the character of the person. The character of the person, their value system, their love for people. You know, are they, you know, do they have love for people? You know, in a humanitarian sense. You know, so I look at everything about the person, almost like, you know, just like looking at somebody's brand. Like you want to go to a company like Kmart, Walmart, Target, or I mean those are companies in the United States of America, but we do have international brands, companies. So your company is your brand is your company. So your brand is just your company. How you build that brand is I guess I would say is distinguishable from one brand to the next. You know, so your trademarks, your logos, your labels, your company colors, how you treat your customers. I mean, your brand is everything. So you don't want to, I mean, me anyway, I don't want to patronize a brand that I know has, you know, the ethics, you know, all that plays a part too. Ethics, you're looking at morals and ethics within an individual person as well as a business. You don't want to shop at a brand or go to a brand and you have you know, they treat you bad, you know, and you know, a lot of things about that brand that you don't like. You know, you're not gonna want to go back. You know, customer service was bad, floors not clean, and the policies are all over the place. You know, and every time you have a problem, you can't return nothing, and prices are always high, and you know, just I mean, whatever you know, I guess I would say the things that you look at in that brand. You know, basically the perception of that brand. When you're looking at a particular brand, how do you perceive that brand? Do you perceive that brand? Do they put out in the public or to their customers? Do they put out a good perception of themselves, of their brand? So when I look at all that, when I think about that, I think about a personal brand as well. So it's just like when you meet somebody, you know, you want to make friends. You know, you're thinking about making friends, but then you say, you know what? I don't like that person. I don't like them. They carry themselves. Their morals and their ethics are all over the place, and they don't have no value system. You know, some people don't have no value system. They have a low value system. Some people have a high value system. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I think about when I say, hey, well, that person is inspirational to me. I look at everything. I'm looking at your personal brand. I'm looking at your personal brand. So, you know, when I say that you are inspiration to me, I'm not just looking at your, you know, like I say, how much money you make, you drive a nice car, or you have a beautiful home, you dress, you know, you dress real nice and fancy, but, you know, being an inspiration to me, I look at everything. I look at your personal brand, I look at everything about you. So that's how it is with me, you know, your value system. Some people don't have a high value system, they have a low value system. They put up with a whole lot. They do a whole lot. They're disrespectful to people, you know, but then you have some people you meet, you know right off the bat, you say, wow, this is a nice person. You know, even down to the ladies, you know, I mean, it could be some people that you met in high school, some people that you met, you know, individuals that you met in college. You know, sometimes they say first impressions are the best. So, you know, I know right away because I can read people. I read people pretty good, but sometimes you gotta be careful because people do change on you. They appear to be nice, you know. They appear to be nice, have a good character, have a good heart, you know. But sometimes when you get to know them, then like they change up on you. And sometimes people can come into your life and be envious of you, make you think that they care about you, just to be by your side, you know, be a friend to you. It don't have to be a male, it could be a female, just as a friend. And they can come into your life, you know, it could be somebody you met in college, like I said. You met somebody in high school, you met somebody just walking through the store, you met somebody in the grocery store, you met somebody shopping at Costco, Kmart, Walmart, Target, you met somebody on an airplane, you know, you're going over to Nigeria, you're going to Ghana, you know, you're going to Asia, you're going to California, you just traveling, you met somebody on the airplane just as a friend. You say, well, you know, but sometimes I can read people pretty good, but sometimes you never know. Some people come into your life and be in your life, for a short time or for a long time, and they can, at the same time, make you think that they love you and care about you. All the time they want to get close to you, but they're envious of you. See, that's the only way they can get close enough to you to do damage to you, to make you think that you care about them. I know I was looking at Tamar Braxton's YouTube channel, and she went to visit her mother. That's where I got that from. She went to visit her mother, and she was asking her mother some questions about the devil. Why did the devil do this and do that? And she said, well, then she got into a conversation about people being, people that may be envious of you. They make you think they love you just to win you over, and so they can get close enough to you. Because if you have a friend and you thinking that they love you and they care about you as a friend, or you going shopping with them, going to movies, as a friend, somebody you went to college with, or somebody you just met, like say on a plane, or walking to the store, going to the grocery store, just somebody you met as a friend, and you don't have to be in a relationship, but just somebody you met as a friend. And then they want to constantly be around you, but they having you thinking that they care about you, but they just want to be around you, because a person can be around you and learn all the ins and outs of you, your business, your family, and where you work at, how much you make, where you shop at, where your family live. People can learn things about you that they shouldn't learn unless you can really trust them. So I got that from Miss Braxton when she was I think her name is Miss Evelyn Braxton, Tamar Braxton's mother. So there was some words of wisdom, and I took that and I thought about that. I said, that's really surely the truth. You can have people around you that they put on false faces, and they put on acts, and they put on these false faces, they put on acts that make you think they love you, and make you think they care about you. All the time they just putting on false fronts, false faces to keep being around you, to learn. They learn from you, learn everything about you, just to get close enough to you to make their move, to make a vicious move on you in the future, So you have to be careful with that as well. So when I heard Miss Evelyn Braxton tell Miss Tamar Braxton that, I said, wow, that's really the truth. They could be around you, make you think they love you, but all the time they're envious of you, jealous of you, And the devil works through people. The devil works through people, so believe that. So I'm not going to hold this video too long, so let me see. It's a large article. Okay, so in October 20th, 2022, E announced that E! News would be revived as a late-night entertainment news program and return to the E! Network after a 2-year hiatus. Ballon Houghton and Justin Sylvester, who returned to the show for its revival, served as co-hosts when it premiered on November the 14th. So then they come down to Adrienne Ballon's personal life. So Ballon announced on the reason why she had not released her debut solo album at that point. She stated that she was scared to fail and that she did not like the sound of her own voice because executives at Disney praised the fact that she sounded so young. Ballon expressed that when she got her solo record deal at Def Jam, things didn't go the way she expected. So now I know that, I think she has recorded some songs with her husband, what's his name, Israel Houghton. So I know he's a gospel singer, so I think she recorded some songs with him and had some shows, but I don't know if they're going to mention that here or not. It says, so on February 5th, 2015, so I'm not going to go into this part of her personal life. So that's, her past relationships. So, but it's just, so I think that's the end of the article. So that's Miss Adrienne Ballon. So she did do a lot. She did a lot. and she signed with some different record labels, and so signed. I didn't know she had produced a song with P. Diddy, produced a song with him, then Def Jam, and also Jermaine Dupri, and she was on I think an album with Michael Jackson, and then she also was on another album with Sierra, R&B star Sierra. So I don't know Sierra's last name, but let me see if I can find any other pictures of Miss Ballon, Miss Adrienne Ballon. Let me see what time I'm at with this. Let me see. So I'm only at 40 minutes. So I'm at 40 minutes, so I could have went on and did, let me see who else. Oh, Miss Lonnie Love. I think I'll do her separate though. Actually 40 minutes, 20 more minutes. I can do Miss Lonnie Love right on the same. Let me do Lonnie Love. And I can do it on the same one. How did Lonnie Love So I know Lonnie Love, well, I think she was a comedian, if I'm not mistaken, so let me see. It says, while working as an electrical engineer in the early 2000s, Lonnie Love, she switched to music engineering until later launching a career in stand-up comedy. She was a runner-up on Star Search 2003 and was named among the top 10 comics to watch in both Variety and Comedy Central in 2009. Let me see if I can find a picture of Miss Lonnie Love. It says the real Lonnie Love talks path to success. Talks path to success. It says the real Lonnie Love gets candid about her path to success. This is my American story. So this, okay, he put a nice picture of Miss. So this is Miss Lonnie Love. So this is Miss Lonnie Love. So she's going to get candid about her path to success. So let me get into it, Miss Lonnie Love. So that's a beautiful picture of Miss Lonnie Love. So let me get a chair. Let me get my chair. I'm gonna sit down now. So let me get a chair and sit down. So Miss Lonnie Love, let me see. So I took and moved my table. I have a table over there. I moved this. I just put this up. I can always fold this up. See, one thing about these tables, you can fold them up, put them in the closet, put them to the side till you can reuse them. So Miss Lonnie Love, let's see what she's saying. Okay, it says, you may recognize Lonnie Love as an Emmy-winning co-host of The Real, a daytime talk program led by women of color. I don't know why they have to mention that all the time. Perhaps you're a fan of her comedy work or recall her acting roles in Kids Show Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide or the star-studded film Mother's Day. Maybe you listen to her on the nationally syndicated radio show Cafe Mocha, or wear charmed by her turn on RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race. Yeah, I used to watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I like that show too. It says, but do you know how she found fame? Going from a little girl in the projects to a successful engineer and finally a star. So a little girl in the projects. A lot of people only know me from certain areas in my life. And a lot of people don't know how hard it was to get where I am. Love 48 tells people exclusively in this week's issue on Stands Friday. I didn't know anybody in this industry. I wasn't born with money or well-off parents. I want to show that this is a country where you can have humble beginnings and you can make it. This is my American story. She does just that in her candid, funny, sometimes painful new memoir, I Tried to Change So You Don't Have to. I Tried to Change So You Don't Have to. So that's Miss Lonnie Love's memoir. So I have my cousin, her daughter's husband wrote his memoir. So it's real nice. I forgot the name of it, but I should, next time maybe I'll do my video, when I do my next video, I'll get that book. I forgot the name of it though, because I put it to the side. I read like about a third of the book, but it's a nice book. Her father left the family when she was a baby. Love rights often fending for herself at home. We got government cheese. My mom didn't have money at times. We only ate potatoes. At times we did go hungry, Love said. When she was about 7 or 8, the family could afford a turkey dinner for Christmas, but no tree and no gifts. So see, sometimes you never know. I mean, keep on pushing and pushing and keep on moving. Don't give up, you know. The father of her older half-brother, Bruce, showed up like Santa to shower his son with presents. There was nothing for Love. It was just a sad moment, and it's something that you never forget as a child, she says. So it said the father of her older half-brother, so the father of her older half-brother. So her half-brother's father, he came up and, you know, gave gifts to his son, but Lonnie Love didn't get any gifts for Christmas. She didn't get any gifts. A self-proclaimed nerd who played the French horn and excelled at math, she earned a spot at a magnet high school where she felt drawn to the arts. Everybody around me, even though they didn't have money, they did find some point of happiness and levity, she says. I got my foundation for comedy from the people of Detroit because everybody was funny, from the mailman to the wino. I even remember making the drug dealers laugh. So Lonnie Love, I Tried to Change So You Don't Have to. So this is the book. I Tried to Change So You Don't Have to. So that's her book right there. If you want to check it out, I Tried to Change So You Won't Have to. In a pink book. So, I mean, that's a good title for a book, you know. That's a good title for a book. I Tried to Change So You Won't Have to. So, it says, after graduating from high school, I'm yawning already, it's just 5 o'clock. After graduating from high school, Love landed a job on the assembly line at a General Motors plant. Around that time, her mother kicked her out of their apartment in favor of a new boyfriend, and she was wound up homeless, sleeping in her car in the GM parking lot for months. Wow, that's something else. I know Tyler Perry, he said he had to sleep in his car. Somebody else had to sleep in their car. I mean, the only thing is, there's no way in the world you can make it in this world if in other words, you're sleeping in your car. And if you get help from somebody and say, hey, I'll let you lay on my couch for a few days till you get yourself together. So in other words, it's just about getting up and keep, pushing on. But if you stay there in it, that's why you're not going to have no success. So obviously they had to get up and make some type of move and then they ended up being successful in their moves. So it says, she says, after graduating from high school, she landed a job on the assembly line at a General Motors plant. Around that time, her mother kicked her out. So her mother kicked her out of the apartment. It says Detroit was a tough city, but she says she was also a tough person. She says Love has since forgiven her mom, and they are close. At work, a black engineer Love refers to as Mr. Arnold saw her reading Malcolm X's autobiography and became a father figure to her, encouraging her to apply to college. She paid her own way through Texas Prairie View A&M University with help from a scholarship from GM. Nobody in my family went to college. We never talked about higher education. She says, Mr. Arnold changed my life. Love graduated with an electrical engineering degree and took a job at Xerox. You know, the Xerox company. For all I know Xerox is like, you know, your Xerox machine where you Xerox your papers, different Xerox copies. Moving into her college boyfriend's mom's home in California, the arrangement was a mess. She says his mom expected her to cook, clean. So the mom expected her, so her boyfriend's mom, she moved in with her. And she expected her to cook, clean, lose weight, and wear a full face of makeup to sleep. Oh no, I was getting pimples. She says, with a laugh, the attempt to turn love into what she calls a black Stepford wife showed her how much she values her freedom. It says, she said, I was really depressed because I was at this so-called good job. She says, I had my own office. I had this guy in my life and he was my boyfriend. And so the next step is you get married and have kids. And I was just not happy. And I just didn't know why. It says, things clicked when love caught a show at LA's Comedy Store during a meandering drive from work to avoid going home. She dumped the guy and began pursuing her dream. But even then, she faced obstacles. When Love began taking stand-up comedy classes in Burbank, California, she practiced quips about office culture at Xerox. The instructor criticized Love's material as not feeling authentic. They asked if she had any stories about, oh Lord. Okay, that's the end of it? No, that's not it. She stayed true to herself, telling the jokes she wanted to tell, and her career soared. A lot of times you can tell jokes about your life. You know, how you grew up, what you've been through, tell jokes about that, because a lot of guys, a lot of ladies too, they rap about, you know, a lot of rappers, they rap about the things that they have been through in certain neighborhoods, you know, so they're rapping about it. So why not tell jokes about your upbringing, you know? Why not do it? So that's what she started doing. It says, so she stayed true to herself, telling jokes that she wanted to tell, and her career soared. Her big break came in 2003 when she won Best Stand-Up at the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival in Aspen, Colorado. She became a panelist on Chelsea or Lately. I remember that show, Chelsea or Lately, from 2007 to 2014. And when The Real came knocking in 2013, promising a diverse panel of women speaking about important issues, she signed. It wasn't an easy decision. Love wanted to front her own show, not join an ensemble. But after a great chemistry read with co-hosts Tamara Mowry, Housley, Jenny Meyer, and Adrienne Houghton, she realized the impact she could have. I want to show that people of color are just like the majority. We laugh, we cry, we have the same issues. She says, that's what sold me. The show is a hit. And the women won a Daytime Emmy Award in 2018 for the Real Daytime Talk Show. It said drama ensued when original co-host Miss Tamar Braxton was fired in 2016 and blamed Love. In her book, Love describes facing an onslaught of online bullying. Anytime someone attacks your character, especially when you know you didn't have anything to do with it, it's very hurtful. She says Braxton's eventual replacement, Amanda Seales, joined the panel in 2020, January 2020, but recently announced her exit, denying having any issues with the other hosts. Love says she is still fighting. Her own date night show, her own late night show one day in full creative control. So this is a nice picture there. So sometimes things come up. Like I said, you know, you're working on a job. It's just like no other job. So this is all the ladies of the real. So I wish they would come back. I love the real. So I think those are some nice young ladies. So all of them are an inspiration to me. That's why I chose to uh, do my research on these ladies first, and then I'm gonna be moving along to other people. So I want to move along to other people that are an inspiration to me. Yeah, so these are the ladies of the real daytime talk show. So they did win an Emmy and a NAACP award. So so let me bring it a little closer. So that's a nice picture of them. So I think it was 6 of them all together. So 6 of them all together. So 6 of them all together. Yeah, so that was Jeannie Mai, Tamara, all of them so beautiful, so beautiful. Lonnie and Adrienne, that's so beautiful. The Real has also proved to be an important platform for love, for love to speak out about problems facing her community. Right. She lost her childhood best friend to violence as a teenager and was arrested for trespassing after defending a friend who filled a free water cup with soda at a restaurant in college. And is a passionate advocate of voting for change, especially now. Her Instagram live show, Quarantine with Lonnie, usually nets between 50,000 to 100,000 viewers. And amid national protests over George Floyd's, while in Minneapolis police custody, she has invited fans to join the broadcast and share their feelings about racial inequality. So I assume, I don't know, let me see. This must be definitely got to be an old article. I'll go back and find the year when I finish. It says, I think that we should be using our voices collectively to stop the injustices happening, she says, right? I think it's more important for us to listen and to understand and then commit to action. So that's why I'm using the platform that I have to educate people, to inform people, as well as bringing liberty and entertain. Looking back on her journey, Love says the one thing I could tell that little girl with no Christmas presents is it's okay. Because one day you're going to be able to buy all your presents yourself. Right? Yep. So I know when I came up as a young girl, we always had a good Christmas. Me and my sister and my 3 brothers, my mom and my dad. So we always had a good Christmas. We always had presents under the tree. We didn't have a big, beautiful home, but we had a house. My father worked daily, on a daily basis. My mom worked, and they purchased a house. So we had a home to live in. We didn't live in no apartment. At that time, we lived in a house, but I mean, it wasn't no big, beautiful mansion or nothing like that. But my father worked hard, and we did live in a house. We had a 3-bedroom house with a basement, a little backyard, a little front yard. But so we did have gifts. So we wasn't, we was just like Lonnie. We didn't come from I didn't come from a rich family or nothing like that. And I'm still not rich, but hey. The main thing is now that you have your health. So a lot of times when you don't think about those things, sometimes eventually they come along, but if not, so you have to learn how to build wealth, generational wealth. You have to learn how to save, and so there's a lot of stuff that goes along with that. So, but it's so one thing I can say is I am definitely grateful to still be here. Still be here on this earth. Still have my family. My kids, my grandchildren, so so I just my thing is I would tell a person, just do what you love, and a lot of times things will get better, or things will come to you sometimes in the end. Sometimes when we worry about, I don't have this, I don't have as much as the next person, I don't have a big house, I don't have millions of dollars, I say, well, we all are God's children, so we're here, we're healthy, we have our families, we have a place to stay, we have food on our table. Sometimes we have to be grateful. I know I am. I'm grateful for the things that I do have. I have a place to stay. I have my home here. I have food on my table. I have my kids. I have my grandkids. And so it is what it is. Everybody is not going to be. Everybody's not going to be the same. We all are not the same. We all are different. We all are different. So we all are different. And so that is Miss Lonnie. What's that? Miss Lonnie Love. So my next video I'll do Miss Tamar Braxton. So what's the let me get the other lady's name. I cannot pronounce her name. So I need to type in. Let me go to Google and type Ladies of the Real. Let me type in, okay, let me go right here for a minute. I want to check on my Amazon order. Let me go right here real quick before I do that. Around today, around 6. Let me see. I'm not out for delivery yet. Okay, so I want to find out, let's see. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this video now. Let me see. I'm going to find out her name because I don't want to. All the ladies are the real. Let's see. The ladies. In this video, let me see. Let me see what her name is. Don't want to say the wrong name. So this is the images. Let me see. This is the images of the real. This is all of them. So this is the images of the real. So that's all the ladies on the real, So let me see if I can find out her name. I don't even see her. She's not on this. I don't see her on this picture. I don't see her on here. Let me see, hold on.
Happy birthday. So happy. I'm gonna turn up with Tamara. That's not all we're celebrating. A weight loss transformation that'll take your breath away.
Here you go with the real.
100 pounds. Only on the Rio.
So you can, go back and watch some old videos when I'm not going to. But I'm already in an hour, so. So I'm not going to hold the video too long, but this is my time. my Amazon package. So they always leave my packages on my balcony. I tell them to put it on my balcony. This is my time.
She kept going, and she didn't even know. Right? But everything was in office, okay? Have you guys ever heard of this new trend called hot desking? No. Okay, it's like hot potato, sweet potato. Okay? But at the office. So it's like when you kind of play musical chairs at your office desk. What? Okay. Yeah. Like one day you'll be at one cubicle, and then, the next you sit at another side of the building. Or to switch it up a bit. Yeah. Okay, let's see it right now. It won't be everything first. Let's get it fresh. Okay. Don't lock me down. I'm trying to
Alright, we end this video.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. But women, we don't do that. So it's more pressure on
Well, thanks for joining me, y'all.
especially even around men. It's like, oh,
I hope to see you in my next video. Even though on. Thanks for joining me. Glad to see you. Glad to be here. Join me. And so, see you in my next video. So, I'll see you back again on the next video where I will be providing inspirational content, enlightening content, empowering content, content that you can learn from, or just entertainment, content that you can learn from, content you can just be, entertained, by watching. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Probably I'll be talking about, who's that? Tamar Braxton, and I think I did Ronnie, Adrienne, Tamara. So I can do Tamar Braxton. I did Tamara, Lonnie Love, and Adrienne. I did three, so I only had two left. So, I was talking so long, over an hour, so my mouth's so dry. So, that's some big old oranges that I had sliced in half. So thank you for joining me. Glad to see you. Glad to be here, and Shirley TV. So we out.